Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is the Ace Michael Show, and my question for this day, for all of us to ponder, and somebody will actually answer it: when does a secret become a lie? You know what I'm saying? Think about it. There's a moment there where it was just a secret. You just weren't trying to tell everybody. It wasn't a lie yet, but then it can get to the point where because you didn't tell anybody, they go, "Well, since you didn't tell me, you pretty much lied." Think about that. If you want to comment on it, please send us an email or a DM, as the kids say. And if you ever want to be on the show, maybe you've got your own questions you want to ask, you're welcome to come on. We'd love to have you. All you have to do is send us a message, say, "Hey, man, I want to be on your show." And then we'll put you on the show. That's the best way, by the way, to speak your mind, voice your opinions, suggestions, convictions, beliefs, conspiracy theories, all that. Do it. You want something to get off your chest? Come on the show and be a guest. That's what I'm talking about. Today, my guest on the show, she's got a fabulous story. I'm going to let her tell it herself. Please welcome Nicole Butler Vegas to the show. Dun, dun, ba, 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 bow, ow, ow. Nicole, welcome to the Ace Michaels Show.
Thank you so much for having me. And I know this is your birthday week.
It is. Well,
Happy birthday. I got to give that shout out to you.
thank you so much. And I'm not one of those ones that does a birthday week or a birthday month. I think when people do that, that's a little overreaching. Like, come on, man. You got a birthday. You can't turn it into birthday week.
Oh,
You know
no,
what I'm
they
saying?
have been. They have been. There's a lot to celebrate.
Because we don't even have Martin Luther King Day week or Abraham Lincoln Day week. You know what I'm saying? You can't just make your birthday take a week because you want to. But so I've always been interested in this because I've followed you on the social media, not in that way.
Okay.
But I was curious, like, how did you assume the name Vegas as part of your name? That's pretty bold.
I did it before I started showbiz a little over 2 years and a month ago. And then it just stuck with me. A lot of people just got it off social media. So right away they said they like Nicole Vegas better. So now I'm stuck with Nicole Butler Vegas. If I get Googled, things pop up that way. Other than that, it gets confusing. They're like, "Who are you today?" I'm like, "Okay, funny, all right."
Was there any type of condition or circumstance that you had to change your last name to, or like, why did you do
Oh,
it?
you want to know my background a little
Yeah,
bit?
what happened
Oh,
here?
yeah, I was in law enforcement out here.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What were
yeah,
you doing? Were you a
yeah.
beat cop?
You didn't read my bio.
I didn't. I guess apparently I must have skimmed past
Yeah.
that part.
On the IMBD page for Nicole Butler the Ninth, it's my bio a little bit. I only did a year in Northtown, and it was yeah, there is some craziness going on every day, but at the same time I help people out so much. And I was able to connect them to the resources. I wasn't there unless there was a crime shown. Then I had to obviously do the paperwork and everything on that. But mine was more for the passion and the connection and helping people out. But there's a lot go
Wow.
on. There's so much that goes on. People don't know every single day. Suicides, domestic, sexual assaults, burglaries, robberies, accidents. It's all day, every day, nonstop.
Wow. And so you were doing that, and why did you stop doing that to be in entertainment? Entertainment
I know
is
that's
not,
quite different range, isn't
yeah,
it?
you
I
want to
know.
talk about a treacherous career, entertainment, man.
I didn't know. I went in very blindly about 2 years ago through Julie Goldman Associates. She's
Oh,
a
she's
casting
great.
director. Yes.
Yeah, she's fabulous.
So
Good
yeah,
people. Good
yeah,
people.
yeah. I went on and I didn't know anything. They're like, I got bumped on the Cleaning Lady, the TV series for a pilot. And they're like, go to Mark II, reset. I had no idea what they were saying to me. It was long hours too. The environment was very cold, and then I got to be involved with a couple acting coaches that really helped. Paul Capanella,
Another great one.
Billy McInerney,
Wow.
Frank Perillo through Dream Tracks. There's a lot of good acting coaches, and you do need to know your marks, and you need to know their lingo, and you need to know your character arc. So there's a process.
When you say the more you know about something, the better your chances are of success. I mean, I don't think you have to be a know-it-all, quote unquote. But I mean, if you're a carpenter, you got to know the different hammers and nail sizes and bits and all that kind of stuff. Like that's just part of it, right?
Well, in this industry, there's 10 million people, and you can get pulled in different directions with scams and nonsense, and you could get actually trapped into dangerous situations if you don't know what to look out for. So that part's really imperative. It's important.
Wow. And so, okay, so you got what? You ended up landing one role, and then that has led to this whole 2-year trajectory of all these other roles?
So, they just liked the look. At first, I didn't know what that meant. I'm like, what do you mean? You know, my hand's on my hip, and I'm like, anything I've ever done was based on skill. But then I had no skill, zero acting skill. I have passion, a lot of passion to learn, and that has helped me. I learned not just the acting, but then the crew side. So the PA, the slate, the grip, the crafty, the wardrobe, the first AC, AD. There's a whole area to learn on that aspect. Then I learned producing.
Right. Wow.
And then I learned stunts where I got, caught my partial arm on fire, only my arm, or jumped off rooftops, fighting, falling tactics, very important. So I kind of dabbling, and then my talk show, Nicole Vegas Views, and red carpet, hosting red carpet events, and be able to connect to people. So that part's really important. It's just putting yourself out there, and yes, it's going to be uncomfortable, and it's going to be a little confusing at first because that's how I felt. I felt like that 80s song, that Welcome to the Jungle. I was like, what is going on here? It was very exhausting because I was pulled in many different directions, and I didn't know which one to actually take.
Wow, it's pretty incredible. I like when people have a trajectory that's interesting enough to talk about, because most people, or some people, not most necessarily, most people, their life is like, okay, I got this great job, then I did this job for 45 years, and then I retired, and that's the whole story. And it's like, well, that sounds great, but your story is a little bit more interesting than that. So you got out, you started doing things. And at what point did you become like an advocate and start having your own show and trying to help other people? And like, was that all? Is that always just been a part of your makeup?
So
That's
12
who you
years. 12 years of nonprofits. So the Just One Project, Project for Humanity, the Give Tribe, Shade Tree, Spirit Therapies, the Ronald McDonald, St. Jude's. There is so many. So all you have to do is go look it up on the internet in the city you live in, and you will find your fellow helpers, which is really great because it's bridging that gap, and it's universal. Everybody needs the help. I connect to a lot of people overseas too, and everybody struggles one way or another. But if you get into that position where you can help, be that fellow helper.
Wow. And so tell us a little bit more about your on the personal side. So when you were a kid, were you that kid who was trying to be an actor?
When I
trying
was
to be a model, trying to be a singer,
nothing,
trying
zero,
to be an
nothing.
airplane pilot, any of that stuff?
I ended up in a children's home. I lived with so many people. I went to 15 different schools before I went to the military. So I didn't really have that stability growing up.
Did the military help you with getting more guidance and direction and being the kind of person, like a disciplined individual?
When I went into that basic training for the Air Force, I was chow runner for the first 3 weeks and then element leader. I had attitude. I didn't know. I just went in. See, I just go into things, and you had to find out. I had to find out the hard way. That's how I do it. I don't do any research. I just dive in. Don't do that. Don't be like me. Definitely do research. But I'd be like, they'd do something. I'd be like, yeah, and they're like, yes, sir. Blah, 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 blah. I was like all crazy. I was like, what's happening? I didn't know anything. I didn't know how attention, about any of the movements. I didn't know any of the protocols. So, yes.
I was going to say your arms look excellent from tons of push-ups. Disciplinary push-ups and sit-ups.
Well, I was actually really fast. I outran guys, out-push up. I was deployed to Prince Sultan Air Force Base in Saudi for 4 months.
Oh, my gosh.
And then I met my husband when I was really young. I just turned 19 when I met him back in 98. And then 25 years later, we're still together.
Excellent.
Yeah, everybody's like, oh, he's such a nice guy. I'm like, he is, don't get me wrong. But he gets a little comfortable or a little lazy, so I have to light the fire underneath the back end there and like keep moving, keep going. He's been on my journey of whatever I wanted to do besides military and law enforcement and work at the post office.
Wow.
Being a mail handler, it's really rough.
My parents worked at the post office, and they were mail handlers for years. My mom What am I? 55. My mom has been working at the post office for 53 years.
Congratulations.
Well, she's retired now, but yeah, she did.
Good, she deserves it because I hope that it's a good pension. I only did it for like 4 months of 12-hour days, 9 days in a row, 10 days in a row. The 70-pound sacks, more just throwing it in, loading it up, pushing it on this ODR cart, they call it, onto the trucks nonstop. Everyone's like, "Go slower, you're gonna burn." I did burn myself out. I don't know how to pace myself, but everybody's like, "You don't look like you fit in here." I said, "That's a story of my life." That is a story of my life. Trying to figure out. I don't think I'd try.
Well, speaking of that, okay, so Nicole, we called you onto the show today, and we have a game we'd like to play with you, which is about astrological signs, okay? And we don't want to get into your personal story and give any private information away over the internet, but I'm curious, what is your astrological sign, your birth sign?
They said Libra.
You're a Libra. Okay. So what we're going to do in this game, we're going to present some fact versus fiction. Okay? Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, that's what it feels like right now.
So we're going to do this game where we're going to, basically I'm going to give you some facts about Libra. They could be true. They could be not true. And you're going to let us know if they are true in your opinion or not. Okay?
Sounds
so
good.
We go. So the first one is Libras have a big old butt. True or false? Libras have a big old butt.
True for some.
Is that your final answer?
Yes. Not that they want a big old butt, though.
Ding, 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 ding. Yes, you are correct. Yes. Libras do have big old butts, but because they balance everything, some have flat old butts. So there's a good balance there. Good. That was a great answer.
It's the gravity.
Right.
That's what happens.
Yep. Okay, number 2. Libras hate being alone. Ooh, that's a tough one, right?
Okay, so
Libras.
That's the
hate
thing.
Being alone.
I never get to be alone, so I would embrace it. I'm always around people. I never have any time to myself. At the same time, my husband's a Libra, and he can't stand being alone. So the direct opposite. I don't know.
Ooh, so you're on the fence on that one.
Well, from him, he's needy, and he needs people around him. For me, it would be great. I could go hiking probably if I didn't have to see anybody and just embrace nature and my own being. So for me, I would like the feeling of being alone. I don't know. I don't think they can be alone, though, from the people that I've seen that are Libras.
You are correct. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, so far you're winning no money, and this is good. You're the grand winner so far of no money. We're gonna go one more. This is gonna be one more. Are you ready? You ready, Nicole?
I'm ready.
Libras cannot make decisions.
That's a hard one because I am the decision maker in my household. But my husband can't. He always puts it on me. What do you think? Should we do? I'm like, oh my goodness, just make a choice and stick with it. Same with parking. He'll be driving like, should we park here? I'm like, just park. Just do it. So we're the opposite, even though we're both Libras.
Yes.
I don't think they can.
Ding, 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 you are correct. Yes.
You just say that, but I'm going based off my better half.
Well, you are the grand winner today.
Of no money.
Our Libra challenge. Yes, no money will come your way at all from this. But, however, it was a satisfactory situation that you now have a life memory you can take with you from the Ace Michaels show.
Oh, yes.
So, in the future, what can we expect as the legacy that you're going to leave on the entertainment industry and the world at large?
I'm still building. I'm still doing. I'm putting myself out there. I would like people to check out Desert Fiends. They have the trailer out right now on YouTube. I will be having a red carpet event, so maybe you'll like to attend.
Send us the link to the trailer? And we want to go to the red carpet event too, but send us the link to the trailer. We'll promote it.
Viewer discretion advised, though. I mean, it is a little gory trailer.
Viewers need to be discretion advised, I think.
Maybe I'm just gonna give a heads up. It's not for the faint of heart. It is a very gory horror comedy.
Right on.
Which I filmed out here recently, which was really great locations.
And this is a movie. It's important that people understand that you produced this movie.
Produced it with Sean C. Phillips. He's a writer director. He came out from Burbank, California. I said, if you come out and put a spotlight on Vegas, I said I will help you out in every way I can. So he did. He took a chance. We didn't know. We didn't know if it was gonna make any money with the fundraising, which
Yeah.
I think we made about I'm gonna say $150,
Oh.
150K.
Oh wow, that's what you earned, or that's what?
No,
you
no, no.
made
That's
the
what we
movie
raised
for?
because we had to pay for the celebrities, the hotels, the transportation,
Yeah.
the locations, the equipment, the food. It all adds up.
Yeah, but you managed to make a movie for under $200,000.
Yes,
That's amazing.
with a lot of talent
That's
attached to it
amazing.
too.
Amazing.
It was saturated. People wanted to be part of it. We had no more roles to give out though. It was it.
Wow. So I'm looking forward to seeing this. Now it's out now, or it's coming out?
Well,
By the time
they're in the
people
process
hear
of editing. We just finished it like 10 days ago.
Wow.
And I'm still feeling bouts of tiredness because the element of the weather was rough. The snow, the wind, the rain. I mean, you know how it was like about 10 days ago. It was just nonstop with Mother Nature, and we couldn't
Wow.
control Mother Nature. But they were taken care of. Everybody did have a good time. Maybe though, like people, some of the talents, it was their first time ever being in feature film. That's
Wow.
special. And they had a good time, so maybe I can connect you to them and you can
I would love
yeah.
that. That sounds fabulous. And so you obviously are a person who faces their fears. What were the fears that you had to overcome to make this movie happen?
Besides the failure part, I mean, if you never try, you'll never know. And there will be struggle, and there'll be some setbacks, things that you could never think of like, oh my goodness. So you have to be innovative, and you have to be smart and tactful, and be able to make the best situation with whatever circumstance comes at you. Whatever comes at you, what can you do with the outcome? Is it going to be a good outcome with whatever you decide to how to handle it?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow. And so the name of the movie is called
Desert Fiends.
Desert Fiends, and Desert Fiends is an R-rated movie?
It is an R-rated movie.
Definitely
It
R-rated.
is going to be a viewer discretion advised because it is very gory.
Wow.
My buddy Don Vick show. I want you to connect to him too. He's from the East Coast in Boston, and he came out taking a chance. He only wanted background. He came out, flew out, paid all this stuff. Somebody dropped out. They couldn't make it. They weren't feeling well.
Wow.
Preparation meets opportunity. He ended up getting a principal role.
That's
Solid.
awesome.
Solid.
Awesome. Well, I don't know what to say on that, except the last piece of the puzzle is, now how do we become your desert stalkers, fiends, and ghouls on social media? Now we want to be in your bushes at night going,
So, I mean, I'm mostly on Facebook, Nicole Vegas, and then I also have that talk show, Nicole Vegas Views. It is private, but I do have links so people can join. We are talking about a sequel.
Ooh.
Have you ever been in a feature film?
I have been in one feature film.
So-
in my entire career, I was in one feature film. And I loved acting. I'll do another one.
I think, yeah, and you seem tall. Tall?
I think I am. 6'2".
Yeah, that's
Ish.
great. That's
Ish.
a great height
On a
for
good
a
day.
mutant. You should be a
Oh,
mutant.
Yeah, I will be a mutant.
No, that you really wait till you see them.
I might already be one.
Have you ever went to those conventions? Have you ever done any of those movie conventions, the horror cons, Days of the Dead? Oh, they have all that stuff. It really opens up more doors. And since you have this, it's a great connection in showbiz to support each other.
You'll help me with that.
I will connect you to the people I know.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, my new agent, Nicole Vegas.
Yep.
And that's what's up. So listen, it's the Ace Michael show today, guys. Go out there and do what you love to do. Make it happen. And you know what I say at the end of every show? Every single show for the last 9 years. Live the life you love. Love the life you live. Thank you.